Welcome to a club for people who love good movies. Use the links in the description to navigate the list of films quickly.
Taking. Brian Mills, a former government operative, is trying to reconnect with his daughter, Kim. Then his worst fears become real when sex slavers abduct Kim and her friends shortly after they arrive in Paris for vacation. With just 4 days until Kim will be auctioned off, Brian must call on every skill he learned in Black Ops to rescue her.
Taking of Pelham 1-3. Chaos raging in New York City subway system when heavily armored criminals, led by a mastermind named Ryder, hijack a subway train and threaten to kill everyone on board unless a large ransom is paid. Dispatcher Walter Garber uses his extensive knowledge of the train system in a bid to outwit the hijackers and save the hostages. But one question remains. Even if the hijackers had their money, how can they possibly escape? Maniac. A serial killer removes his victims' scalps and attaches them to the vintage mannequins he restores in his late mother's shop.
Phone booth. A phone call can change a life, but for one man it can also end it. Set entirely within and around the confines of a New York City phone booth follows a sleek media consultant who is trapped after being told by a caller, a serial killer with a spinner rifle, that he will be shot dead if he hangs up.
Sicario. After arriving through the ranks of her male-dominated profession, idealistic FBI agent Kate Macer receives a top assignment. Recruited by mysterious government official Matt Graver, Kate joined a task force for the escalating war against drugs. Led by the intense and shadowy Alejandro, the team travels back and forth across the United States-Mexican border, using the cartel boss to flush out a biggest one.
The Fault in Our Stars. Hazel Grace Lancaster, Shailene Woodley, a 16-year-old cancer patient, meets and falls in love with Gus Waters, Ansel Elgort, a similarly afflicted teen from her cancer support group. Hazel feels that Gus really understands her. They both share the same acerbic wit and a love of books, especially Grace's Touchstone, an Imperial Affliction by Peter von Houten. When Gus scores an invitation to meet the reclusive author, he and Hazel embark on the adventure of their brief lives.
Slow West. In the Old West, a 17-year-old Scottish boy teams up with a mysterious gunman to find the woman with whom he is infatuated.
Kingsman, the Secret Service. Gary X.C. Unwin, whose late father secretly worked for a spy organization, lives in South London, housing estate and seems headed for a life behind bars. However, dapper agent Harry Hart recognizes potential in the youth and recruits him to be a trainee in the Secret Service. Meanwhile, villainous Richmond Valentine launches a diabolical plan to solve the problem of climate change via a worldwide killing spree.
Missing You. A girl who lost her father to a serial killer, a detective and the killer are intertwined in the chaotic relationship and are met with an unprecedented series of events. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Mill Valley, Pennsylvania, Halloween night, 1968. After playing a joke on a skilled bully, Sarah and her friends decide to sneak into a supposedly haunted house. That one belonged to the powerful Bellow family, unleashing dark forces that they will be unable to control.
Tell us in the comments which